Most of us are social beings and we like to live and work in groups. One of the primary benefits of belonging to a group is the fact that we get some value or add social capital to ourselves because of our connections within these groups. Now, in one of our research studies, what we try and investigate is if a group of people who are working together and collaborating in a group work on building some innovative products, do any of these innovators benefit from the capital or the value that they derive from this group? Now, specifically what we try to do is we looked at an online group of volunteers who get together on the internet and work as groups towards building some cool innovative products. For example, the Firefox browser is a great example of a product that was built by these online collaborators. Now, what we did was we observed the pattern of connections among these innovators and tried to see if any of these new products that are being created in these groups owe their success to the capital or the value that these innovators have derived from belonging to these groups. Now, it so happens that the value that someone can derive from the social groups can be manifold. Now, the value can come because the innovator is connected to a number of people on this group, or it could also be because the innovator is connected to very well connected people in the group. Now, in our study, what we did was we looked at this pattern of connections and we attributed the value of these innovators to whether they are able to nurture and give birth in a sense, start new projects that become more successful. Now, it so happens that the different forms of social capital have to work together for these new ideas to really become successful. Now, why is this important to firms? Now, in the recent past, what has happened is firms are actively engaging their consumers in developing new ideas for their products. Now, when you look out to these online communities, they become a great source for inspiration and for generating new ideas. And what our study shows is that there is a better way of structuring and organizing these groups so that the firms can benefit more from the interactions among the groups. Now, for example, a number of firms are engaging consumers on social networking sites like Facebook. But how do you actually go and recognize the best consumer? Now, our measures that are derived based on established social capital research provides an avenue to understand and give a score to these consumers on how good they are in benefiting the brand. And in that sense, this is a very useful tool to understand these online communities, and it benefits both managers and the consumers who stand to gain capital from these groups.